everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm your host, Mark, and as always, I'm joined by my amazing co-host, Jessica. Hi, Jessica.
Hey, Mark. Hi, everyone. It's great to be here again. I'm really excited about today's episode because it's one of the most common topics English learners ask about.
That's right. Today, we're going to talk about something super practical, and that's how to answer the question, "Tell me about yourself." Whether you're meeting someone for the first time, starting a new job interview, or introducing yourself in class, this question comes up everywhere.
Exactly. It sounds simple, but so many learners struggle with it. Some people get nervous, others don't know how much to say, or they just repeat basic sentences like, "My name is I am from I am a student." So today, we'll show you how to make your self-introduction sound natural, confident, and interesting in English.
We'll start with simple examples for beginners, move into more natural and advanced ones, and by the end of this episode, you'll be able to confidently talk about yourself in any situation, personal, social, or professional.
And don't worry, we'll explain key vocabulary, pronunciation, and some common mistakes too. So if you want to sound more fluent when introducing yourself, stay with us till the end.
Grab a cup of coffee, relax, and let's jump right in how to answer "Tell me about yourself" in English. So, Jessica, before we dive into examples, let's talk about why this question, "Tell me about yourself," is such a big deal in English conversations.
Yes, that's a great place to start. You know, this question sounds really basic, but it's actually one of the most important sentences you'll ever learn to answer, because it's usually the first impression you give someone.
Exactly. When someone says, "Tell me about yourself," they're not just asking for facts. They're trying to get a sense of who you are, your personality, confidence, and communication style.
Right. Think about it. In an interview, it's often the first question the interviewer asks. At a party, it's how people start small talk. Even in a classroom, your teacher might say it on the first day.
And the way you respond can set the tone for the rest of the conversation. If you answer confidently and naturally, people immediately feel comfortable talking with you.
Yes, and on the other hand, if your answer is too short or sounds memorized, it can feel a bit awkward, like the conversation doesn't flow.
That's why it's not just about grammar or vocabulary, it's about connection. You're sharing a little story about yourself, who you are, what you do, and what you like.
Exactly. And it also gives people something to continue talking about. For example, if you say, "I'm an English learner and I love traveling," the other person can easily ask, "Oh, really? Where have you traveled to?" And that's how the conversation grows.
That's a great point. So, the better you get at introducing yourself, the easier it becomes to build conversations, friendships, and even professional relationships in English.
So true. That's why this question is such a powerful skill to master, not just for interviews, but for everyday life.
All right, I think we've set the stage. Coming up next, we'll start with the basics, how to introduce yourself if you're a beginner English speaker. Simple, clear, and confident sentences you can use anywhere.
Stay tuned. We'll give you easy examples and then break them down step by step. You're going to love this part.
All right, let's start with the basics. If you're a beginner English learner, your self-introduction doesn't need to be long or complicated. It's all about clear sentences and simple structure.
Yes, think of it as 3 easy steps. Say your name, say where you're from, and say what you do like your job or what you're studying.
Exactly. Let's do a quick example. I'll go first. Hi, my name is Mark. I'm from Canada. I'm an English teacher. That's short, simple, and clear.
Perfect. I'll try one too. Hello, my name is Jessica. I'm from the United States. I'm a podcast co-host and a language coach. Easy, right? 3 sentences, nice and smooth.
Now, if you're listening at home, you can repeat after us. Let's do it together, slowly. Ready? Hi, my name is. I'm from. I'm a good job. You're already practicing your first self-introduction.
And here's a little pronunciation tip. When you say, I'm from, try to connect the sounds it should sound like I'm from United States. That helps you sound more natural.
Good point. Also, remember to smile when you speak. Even if you're just practicing alone, smiling changes your tone of voice and makes you sound friendlier and more confident.
Yes, and once you're comfortable with those 3 sentences, you can add one more detail to make your answer more interesting. For example, Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm from the United States. I'm a language coach. I love helping people learn English.
Nice! Just one extra sentence gives your introduction more personality. You can mention your hobbies, your goals, or what you enjoy doing.
Exactly. Let's give our listeners a few more examples they can model after.
Sure. How about this one? Hi, my name is Ali. I'm from Egypt. I'm a student. I like playing football. Simple, natural, and friendly.
Or another one. Hello, my name is Hana. I'm from Japan. I work in a bank. I enjoy cooking in my free time, perfect for daily use, short but warm.
Notice how both examples include one small personal detail. That's the key to making your introduction sound real, not robotic.
Right. So, for all our beginner listeners, remember this pattern. Name plus country plus what you do plus one extra detail about you. That's your perfect beginner introduction formula.
Well said, Jessica. All right, in the next segment, we'll take it to the next level how to make your self-introduction sound more natural and fluent, just like a native speaker.
That's the intermediate level where you start to add flow, linking words, and some storytelling. So, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break.
Welcome back, everyone. So far, we've learned how to introduce ourselves in simple English, short, clear, and easy to remember. Now it's time to level up. Let's move into the intermediate level.
Yes. At the intermediate level, your goal is to make your introduction sound more natural and connected. You can start adding details, linking words, and a bit of your story.
Exactly. Instead of just saying short, separate sentences, you can combine ideas. For example, listen to this. Hi, my name is Mark. I'm from Canada, and I work as an English teacher. I've been teaching for about 5 years, and I really enjoy helping people improve their speaking skills. It flows more smoothly, right?
Yes, it sounds much more natural. You used and, I've been, and I really enjoy. That's what makes it sound like real conversation instead of memorized sentences. Here's another example. Hello, I'm Jessica. I'm from the United States, but I currently live in London. I work as a language coach, and in my free time, I love reading books and traveling. It's simple, but it gives people a lot of information about you.
That's a great point. Notice how Jessica said, "But I currently live in London." Adding small phrases like but, and, or because helps connect ideas naturally. Let's try breaking this down for our listeners.
Sure. So, at this level, you can follow this pattern. Name plus where you're from plus what you do plus a few extra details like hobbies, experience, or where you live now.
Exactly. Let's do one more example maybe for a student. Hi, my name is Maria. I'm from Brazil. I'm studying business at university, and I'm really interested in learning English because I want to work for an international company. That's a perfect intermediate introduction, short, fluent, and full of personality.
I love that. And did you notice she said, Because I want to work for an international company? That little because shows motivation. It tells people why she's learning English, which makes her answer more interesting.
Exactly. You're not just giving facts, you're telling a little story about yourself. And here's a quick pronunciation tip. Try to connect your sentences smoothly. For example, instead of pausing too much, say it like this. I'm from Brazil, and I'm studying business at university. Keep the rhythm, it makes you sound more confident.
Yes, and don't worry if you make small grammar mistakes. The most important thing is to keep talking. Confidence is more important than perfection.
Totally agree. So, to all our listeners, try recording yourself saying a longer self-introduction like the ones we just shared. Listen back and notice where you can make it smoother.
That's a great exercise. And if you're listening while walking or commuting, you can even repeat after us out loud. Practice makes progress.
All right. In our next segment, we'll take things to the advanced level. How to introduce yourself in a professional or business setting, like a job interview or a meeting.
That's right, we'll teach you how to sound formal, confident, and impressive in professional English. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss this part.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've practiced beginner and intermediate introductions, it's time to step into the advanced level, the professional self-introduction.
Yes, this is perfect for situations like job interviews, business meetings, or conferences anywhere you want to make a strong and confident first impression.
Exactly. In professional English, you want to be polite, organized, and confident, but still sound natural. One helpful structure you can use is the past, present, future method.
Oh, I love that one. Let's explain it to our listeners. Past, talk briefly about your background. Present, explain what you're doing now. Future, mention your goals or what you hope to achieve. It's a simple formula that always works in formal introductions.
Yes, let me give an example. Good morning, my name is Mark Stevens. I'm originally from Canada, and I have a background in English education. Currently, I'm working as a senior English instructor and podcast host, helping students around the world improve their communication skills. In the future, I hope to expand my online learning programs and reach even more learners globally. See how that flows? It's organized, professional, and clear.
Beautiful example. It sounds confident without being too long. You shared your experience, what you're doing now, and your future goals' perfect balance. Let me try one too. Hello, my name is Jessica Brown. I'm from the United States, and I've been working in language coaching for more than 7 years. At the moment, I'm focusing on helping professionals improve their English for international workplaces. My goal is to make English learning more fun, practical, and confidence-building for everyone.
That's great. And notice how you used I've been working. That's present perfect continuous, which sounds natural and professional when describing experience.
Exactly. Grammar like that shows maturity and fluency. Also, in professional settings, your tone of voice and body language matter just as much as your words. Speak clearly, smile, and keep eye contact.
Yes, and remember to adapt your introduction depending on the situation. For example, in a business meeting, you can say, "Hi everyone, I'm Mark Stevens from the training department. I've been working with our international clients for over 5 years, focusing on English communication and professional development." Short, confident, and professional.
Right. And if it's a networking event or conference, you can keep it slightly more relaxed. Hi, I'm Jessica. I'm a language coach, and I help professionals communicate more effectively in English. It's great to meet you. Professional, but still friendly and natural.
I love that balance. You don't want to sound like you're reading a script. You want it to sound like you. That's what makes introductions memorable.
Absolutely. So, for our advanced listeners, remember the key formula: past, present, future. Use confident but polite language, and most importantly, be authentic.
Couldn't have said it better. In our next segment, we'll talk about something equally important: the common mistakes learners make when introducing themselves, and how you can avoid them.
That's going to be really useful because even advanced speakers sometimes get those little things wrong. Stay with us, we'll be right back after this short break.
Welcome back, everyone. So far, we've covered beginner, intermediate, and professional introductions. Now, let's talk about something every learner faces: common mistakes.
Yes, because even advanced English speakers sometimes make small errors when introducing themselves. And don't worry, they're super easy to fix once you know them.
All right, let's start with one of the most common mistakes we hear word-for-word translation from your native language. For example, some learners might say, "I am coming from India." That's not totally wrong, but in English, we usually say, "I'm from India."
Exactly. I am coming from sounds like you're physically traveling right now, like you're on a plane. So always say, I'm from, when talking about your country or city.
Good one. Another common mistake is speaking like a list, too robotic. For example, "My name is John. I am from Spain. I am a student," technically correct, but it sounds flat.
Yes, it's better to connect your ideas. For example, Hi, my name is John. I'm from Spain and I'm a university student. See the difference? It's one smooth sentence, not three short ones.
Perfect. Now, here's another big one: giving too much or too little information. Some people say only one short line like, "I'm from Japan," and others talk for 5 minutes straight. The key is balance. Give just enough information to keep the other person interested.
That's right. Around 3 to 5 sentences is perfect for most introductions. Short, friendly, and easy to remember.
Okay, here's another one: using overly formal language in casual settings. For example, saying, "Good morning, my distinguished colleagues. Allow me to introduce myself." That's great if you're giving a speech, but too formal for everyday English.
Exactly. For daily conversations, keep it natural. You can say, Hi, I'm Emma. I work in marketing. That's polite, clear, and fits almost any situation.
Here's one more: forgetting to smile or use a friendly tone. Even if your grammar is perfect, your introduction can sound cold if your voice is flat. Smiling actually changes your voice tone and makes you sound warmer and more confident.
That's so true. And if you're nervous, remember everyone feels that way at first. Just breathe, slow down, and focus on connecting with the person, not on being perfect.
Beautiful advice. So, to summarize, don't translate word for word. Connect your sentences. Give the right amount of detail. Match your tone to the situation. And always smile.
Exactly. If you can remember those 5 tips, your self-introduction will sound much more natural and confident.
All right, coming up next, we'll share some practical tips and confidence boosters to help you sound like a pro every time you introduce yourself.
Stay tuned. This next part is full of quick tricks to make you shine when speaking English.
Welcome back, everyone. Now that we've talked about the most common mistakes, it's time to give you some practical tips and confidence boosters to help you sound your best when introducing yourself in English.
Yes, because learning what to say is one thing, but feeling confident when you say it is another. And the good news is, confidence can be trained.
Absolutely. So let's start with tip number 1. Practice out loud. Don't just read sentences in your head, actually say them. The more you hear your own voice in English, the more natural it feels.
That's such a good one. And here's tip number 2. Record yourself. Use your phone and record your introduction. Then listen back and ask yourself, do I sound confident? Am I speaking too fast or too slow? You'll be surprised how much you can improve just by listening to yourself.
Yes. And that leads to tip number 3. Work on your tone and rhythm. Try not to sound too flat. Use natural ups and downs in your voice. That's what makes you sound friendly and expressive in English.
Exactly. English is a rhythm-based language, so practicing your intonation helps a lot. And here's another one. Tip number 4. Slow down. Many learners think speaking fast means speaking fluently, but actually, clarity is more important. Take your time.
Yes, I always tell my students, fluency is flow, not speed. If you rush, you'll sound nervous and make more mistakes. Slow down, breathe, and focus on pronunciation.
Perfectly said. And don't forget, tip number 5, use your body language. Even if you're online or in a meeting, smiling, keeping eye contact, and having good posture all make a huge difference.
Right, your body communicates confidence even before you speak. And here's one more, tip number 6. Prepare a few versions of your self-introduction. Have a short version for quick situations and a longer version for professional ones. That way, you'll always be ready.
I love that. It's like having a few tools in your pocket. And remember, the goal isn't to sound perfect. The goal is to sound confident, clear, and genuine.
Exactly. If you make small mistakes, that's fine. Most native speakers won't even notice. What they'll remember is your energy and positive attitude.
So true. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being prepared and believing in yourself.
I couldn't agree more. All right, after the break, we're going to help you practice everything we've learned with a short, guided, repeat after us session, so you can practice your own introduction with us in real time.
This is the fun part. Stay with us, grab some water, warm up your voice, and get ready to practice together.
Welcome back, everyone. Now it's time for the fun part, our mini practice session. This is your chance to speak out loud with us and practice everything we've learned today, from beginner to advanced introductions.
Yes, don't be shy, this is for you. We'll give you a few prompts, pause for a few seconds, and you repeat after us. Ready?
Let's start with a beginner-level introduction. Repeat after me. Hi, my name is Mark. I'm from Canada. I'm a teacher, great. Now let's add one extra detail. I like teaching in my free time. Perfect. You're already practicing like a pro.
All right, let's try an intermediate version. Repeat after me. Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm from United States, and I study as a English. In my free time, I enjoy music. See how it flows more naturally? You're connecting your sentences and giving more information.
Yes, and now for an advanced professional version, repeat slowly after me. Hello, my name is Mark. I'm originally from Canada, and I have a background in teaching. Currently, I'm working as an English teacher, and my goal is to help people speak English confidently.
Awesome! Remember, the key here is to speak confidently, not perfectly. You can practice this multiple times, changing your details each time, your name, your city, your job, your hobbies to make it natural.
Exactly. Even just 5 to 10 minutes a day of practice like this can make a huge difference in how fluent and confident you sound.
And don't forget to smile and use your natural tone while practicing. It really helps your English sound more friendly and professional.
That's right. So, listeners, keep practicing all 3 levels, beginner, intermediate, and advanced, until introducing yourself becomes second nature.
Great work, everyone! In our final segment, we'll wrap up and give you a quick summary of everything we've learned today.
Wow! That was a lot of great practice today. Let's quickly review what we covered. We learned how to introduce ourselves at 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. We also talked about why this question matters, common mistakes to avoid, and shared practical tips to boost your confidence.
Exactly. And we even did a mini practice session together so you could try speaking out loud and build your fluency. Remember, the key is practice, connection, and confidence.
So, listeners, don't just listen, speak out loud every day. Record yourself, repeat our examples, and try adding your own personal details.
Yes. And if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to subscribe to the English Learning Podcast so you don't miss our next lesson.
Also, leave us a comment or question about self-introduction. We'd love to hear your examples or challenges.
Remember, learning English is a journey, and every small step, like practicing your self-introduction, brings you closer to fluency. Keep practicing, stay confident, and have fun.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Mark.
And I'm Jessica. See you in the next episode.